Last week, man, we had a lot of enrollments for the age group 10 to 14-year-olds. And we see so many similarities working in child development and understanding like the the expectations of the child, for example, 10 to 14s as they're coming in. It's almost like you could have a list, and everyone that comes in is exactly the same. And like parents are often like, oh, I'm really worried about this. And it ends up being nothing but the stage of development. Of course, the stage of development, you can have a child that is above their stage of development, at their stage of development, or outside, which means they're, a little bit lower and maybe they need a little bit of extra help, which is one of the great things we do here at ICON using our skills program, is that if we find that, someone does need that little bit extra help, we will go out of our way to do like one-on-one staff, some help training so we can integrate them into the group so much better. But anyway, going off target just a little bit. So we're talking about our 10 to 14s because of, like I say, the amount of new people that came in to see us last week to enroll in our 10 to 14-year-old class. And the similarity, like I said, you could have a list of all these stuff, but the one that stands out the most is that they're, probably getting ready to go up to high school, and they seem to have lost a lot of their confidence. They're lost a lot of their self-esteem, their confidence, the belief that they can do stuff, the belief in themselves, the belief that they can achieve. So maybe probably moving towards like getting stuck in a fixed mindset rather than a growth mindset. So, how can a skills program help them do that? Or what can we do just to help that anyway? So obviously using skills, as you may know by now, is we use a unique method taught by skills, which is teaching skills and brain skills. And then we'll have a unique 10 to 14-year-old curriculum using 8 objective measures, which means each and every week we'll go over a different subject, using martial arts to coach them, but to help them understand what's going on. Building confidence. So a 10 to 14-year-old, because this, like I said, we put that list, 10 to 14-year-olds build most of their confidence through empowerment. What does that mean? Steve, what are you talking about? It means that they start to believe that they can do it themselves. They have the choice to do it. They have the choice to do better, or they have the choice to do. They believe that they've chosen their own path. That's called empowerment. And so we use unique skills here called choices. That is one of them. And what it does, you see, when the 10 to 14-year-old's brain is maturing from an adolescent to an adult, which happens around about the 10-year-old mark, the whole brain is being reconstructed. So the energy is going to come up from the back here, hit the hippocampus, which is all your science, your facts, your knowledge, and give the biggest amount of energy to that. But of course, as it goes forward and distributes, it loses its distribution as it comes to this front bit, which is where we want reasoning. We have dopamine created. Where we have all these good choices, where we have empowerment. So using the choices skill, what we can do is we can force the energy to go directly to this front part of the brain, prefrontal cortex and lateral prefrontal cortex. Using simple techniques. So we use like martial arts techniques, some jiu-jitsu techniques, some MMA techniques. But what we're doing, by doing it, the guys are having fun. We did this the other day, and this is like one of the most amazing things you've ever seen in your life. It's like we did a technique, basic technique. And then what we put these 4 different stations, and we used our unique skill for each and every one of them. And when the guys come in, you ever seen a teen, preteen, that was like, always got a little bit of attitude, or just always look tired. Now, most of them come in like that, but when they started to do this exercise called choices, within 2 minutes, every single one that was doing it was laughing. They have a smile on their face, and they was doing more, and they did more, because normally we do reps with teens and preteens, and you say to them like, hey, do 50 of this. It's like, no way, you're going to get attitude, you're going to get arguments, you're going to get walking off the mat. I'm not doing that. But you use this unique skill from skills called choices, and they did over 50 reps, and they were smiling for every single one. They just didn't know they were doing them. They thought they were just having fun. It was empowering by forcing that energy to go to that front part of the brain. And of course, that's where a preteen builds most of their confidence through empowerment. And so we forced that through a martial art technique. And it was the most amazing thing to watch, to see these guys, like I say, maybe it was a Friday class as well. So, you know, they've had all week. They've been there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way through. They get to Friday, the brain bank is depleted. You know, they've had that hard week. They're coming into me at like 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? And then, you know, we got to take them on that Friday afternoon when they've just finished school. They want to probably just go rest. But this is probably the most important time, that if we can empower them at this stage and give them that power at the end of the week, then, you know, that's really going to help them for the weekend. And it's going to encourage them to say, you know, I can do these things, instead of falling into that fixed mindset.